Damn.
The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The balls will put total weather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Ooh. Oh, Hubbard getting up out of there.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground.
Go inside. He was no force man.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the
air. No! Come on.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensive.
They booted away. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date.
There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteer. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon. happen because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give is to Smith. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown ball.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
AJ Brown, he give me the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the timing just a hair off. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field.
42.
They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Quarterback making checks.
Yep, that's what I need right there.
Fires to the end zone.
Oh!
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Bro,
Oh,
I
that one
forgot
will
the
leave
field
him
goals.
hard. No
Damn.
good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
Oh, okay.
Give to the running back.
Yeah.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh.
Got a man, it's Hardy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Did the work himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And that's 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Crimson Tide linebackers have a long history of getting after the passer, whether it's Will Anderson, Derek Thomas, Cornelius Bennett, you name it.
Well, you run out of oxygen there. I hear you. There's so many great guys in the past, and this is a defense that when you see this defense, they're going to get after quarterbacks. They believe if you have time, you will win, and you can see it's no different. This group is just flying after the quarterback and making life really hard.
Play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Y'all tell that man, hey, you gonna run these routes, but you gonna be on the team. You ain't get traded.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Slings it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Great place to start for this offense. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Vols in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver delivered the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Ooh.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Volunteer! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
Hubbard think he Vic, don't he?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have told the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here we go. Tight end now in motion.
Oh, no.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hampton. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. Flips it out in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. So there was nowhere to go in the end zone there. That time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
Now on 2nd and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone.
Gotta get skinny through
And
there.
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get...
Turning it on! Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set. Check, check.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Meadows. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Takes it the other way. The 40. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll run play action. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Pulls it in down the sideline. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
Do not kick it to 22.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Edwards. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
He smashes his way through again. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Big guy smells it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. To the air on second down. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Number 30 with the catch in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Meadows. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Rolling on the run. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Looking for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit, be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hampton. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hardy. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got him downfield. No chance to run, but still a good gain. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. The give. He's back in the end zone for the 2-point conversion and followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
There he goes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes that Alabama offense. very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's thrown another interception. Bringing it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and no good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Liberty. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. The play action fake. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The lone back's got it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out.
Looking for the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here is the Tennessee offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point that seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team